Field on the campus of Roseville High School. Touchdown Productions. Beginning our 13th exciting season of local high school sports television, is proud to present Nevada Union Minor Football. Tonight, in their second road game of the season, your Nevada Union Miners take on their future SFL opponent. It's the Roseville Tigers. Another preseason test for the blue and gold. All the action's going to start right here, right now. It's the NorCal Game of the Week. So the 2009 season takes another trip down 49 as the Miners travel to Roseville to play the Tigers. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. Jim Adams, the voice of the Nevada Union Minor football program, joined by my good friend tonight, a little change of pace, Marty Mortensen, our director and commander, too, Gil Dominguez, and of course the rest of the Touchdown Productions team is on hand for this exciting preseason matchup.
That's right, Jim. Both of these teams will be facing each other in league play beginning next season as the Miners move into the SFL with this new football program. So tonight's game will set the early tone for what should be a great rivalry.
Miners coming off a surprise loss last week against the Rockland Thunder, another future SFL rival, and will be looking to right the ship as they move closer to league play tonight against the Tigers.
And you know, Jim, last week the Rockland Thunder exposed some weaknesses in the NU defense after racking up 368 yards through the air and another 121 on the ground. So I'm sure head coach Dave Humphers was working on several concerns he may have in preparing for the game tonight.
You know, one bright spot from last week, Marty, was the way that they fought back in the fourth quarter by scoring 20 points with Brogan Jans throwing 235 yards combined with 212 yards rushing. However, Marty, if you take a look at it, if I told you that Nevada Union was going to score 36 points, you would have thought we would have had one in the bag.
No question about that. And it was for sure that the Miners continue to be their own worst enemy after being penalized, Jim, 20 times for 170 yards in the last two games, which stalled many a drive.
Certainly something to take a look at. We'd also like to remind you that this year's Touchdown Productions brings you two games, a doubleheader each week. So while we are here at Roseville, we're going to have a later broadcast of Marty Mortensen, joined by Paul Brown at the Bear River Wood Creek game. Both broadcasts can be found on the internet at www.nevadacountytv.org. When we come back, we're going to talk about tonight's contest, take a little bit of a look at Roseville as well as the Miners, after we remind you that you are watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Island Smoothie is now open outside the Holiday Inn Express in Grass Valley. Their daily lunch specials are just part of their complete menu, including tacos, hot dogs, grilled sandwiches, salads, and wraps. Island Smoothie is so much more than fruit drinks, and the dessert menu offers treats for everyone. Island Smoothie, a tropical oasis right here on Bank Street in Grass Valley. Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's GetFitRight.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
GetFitRight.net. Woo!
In Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, Bracket Truck Racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is handpicked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
From Hanson Field tonight, where Nevada Union is going to take on the Tigers of Roseville. Let's talk a little bit about Nevada Union coming off. Marty, you and I were kind of talking in the pregame. If someone had told us that Nevada Union was going to score 36 points, we would have thought that everything was okay. But last week, it was an incredible Rockland offense that really exposed some weaknesses for the Miners.
It certainly did, and you can see that reflected in the standings. As after 2 games, there they are right there, right on top of it, Delta Valley League. You can see that Nevada Union 1-1 with that loss, and one of the things too is that when you're making mistakes, you're just not going to get the wins on the column. And then you can look at Franklin at 2-0, Laguna Creek 1-1, Nevada Union 1-1, Elk Grove also 1-1, and Valley 0-2, and Davis 0-2 so far in this preseason, pre-conference games. And one thing you got to look at, Jim, is that this Delta Valley League looks very balanced this year.
Well, it is very balanced this year. Nevada Union's going to have a strong test, but it's going to prepare them for next year when they're in the SFL, because when you're taking a look at teams next year like Granite Bay, Del Oro, Rockland, you have got a pretty rigorous schedule. So there's the Delta Valley League standings. You can see where Nevada Union is as we approach the regular season, or we call the league season. And so this week, we look for Nevada Union to right the ship. I imagine that Roseville will have as part of their game plan to pass the ball, so we'll see how they do in that test, Marty. We're going to pause for a moment. When we return, we'll talk about Roseville. We'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
The Pater family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959. And in October, we'll celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using Optimap technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
Here at Hanson Stadium as we prepare for tonight's showdown between the Roseville Tigers and the Nevada Union Miners, part of our Touchdown Productions coverage. And Marty, we'll take just another glance at last week. Miners come up with 447 yards of offense and do a great job offensively, 24th quarter points, but the defense causes Rockland to not punt once in the whole evening.
Well, that was quite a feat, but it all boils down to, Jim, the fact that you've got to stay penalty-free. And when you score that many points in one game, you figure you're going to have a real nice bus ride home.
Boy, you would figure that. Nevada Union definitely some things to work on, which throughout the course of any season, those things are going to materialize. So for the Miners, a tough loss last week, 41-36, but looking forward this week. Good week of practice. Miners come in relatively healthy. Really look for them to try to jump on and take advantage of this Tiger defense tonight. And if there's one Achilles heel that the Tigers have, it is their defense. In the season opener, it was a 36-20 loss to Rio Linda. Roseville allowed 429 yards on the ground. Last week's 39-15 defeat to Pleasant Grove. Pleasant Grove put up 307 yards rushing and added another 198 through the air. So it will be interesting to see, Marty, how they can do with this Nevada Union offense.
As you can see, both teams continue to warm up. And look at this stadium. This is brand new. As the old days, it was quite a beat-up field, and with some stands you could hardly watch the game from. But this is actually a very nice stadium, and we got a good view of this ball game from high atop the visitor section, which also has a good view from both sides. So we're looking forward to an exciting game tonight, as it looks like Roseville may have some problems against this hard-charging defense today.
Well, and tonight, homecoming night for the Tigers here at Hanson Stadium. And with the Miners, it will be interesting to see how they do defensively. We'll talk about that defense when we come back in just a moment, after we remind you that this special edition of NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers Enterprises and HB Rentals, their goals are simple: provide quality rock and sand products, ready-mix concrete, construction services, and rental equipment to their customers in a courteous, timely, and professional manner, while providing safe, productive, stable jobs for their employees, therefore ensuring Hanson Brothers Enterprises will continue as a contributor to our community. Hanson Brothers Enterprises, part of the fabric of Nevada County.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Are you in the State Farm zone? At Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance, you'll never have to worry about it, because Mike and his team know how to take care of you and your family's insurance needs. They do their best to exceed your expectations of what an insurance company can do for you, because they are also your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. Adecco is a world's leader in employment services, offering temporary work, temp to hire, direct placement, and payrolling services. Senior staffing consultant Lisa Harkey or staffing consultant Autumn Payne are always there to answer questions, and branch manager Don Whitmore is happy to serve your employment needs at Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. For better work, for a better life.
All-phase heating and air conditioning. Buying a cooling system is one of the most important decisions you'll make as a homeowner. All-phase heating and air conditioning is happy to install the Bryant heating and cooling systems. In fact, All-Phase is the only factory-authorized Bryant dealer in Nevada County and carries a complete line of Bryant premier cooling systems. They're sure to have one that will fit your needs. Real customer service and trained technicians are all at All-Phase, and they're celebrating their 13th year of servicing our community.
And by Touchdown Productions, we are celebrating our 13th season of local sports television. Jim Adams, Marty Mortensen saying, thanks for tuning in and making us the #1 sports telecast in the foothills. Please remember that all of our games since 1997 are available on DVD, from football to rodeo. They're all great sports telecasts produced by Touchdown Productions, now seen streaming all over the world. www.nevadacountytv.org. Just click on Watch NCTV Now or On Demand, and go to the sports section for your next broadcast of the North Cal Game of the Week. And you know, you kind of think about it for a minute. Kind of interesting that at any given time, anyone around the world can tune into one of the Bear River or the Nevada Union broadcasts, Marty.
Kind of scary, isn't it?
Kind of depends on your vantage point.
Exactly right.
So Nevada Union tonight, they have a few things to, a few holes to plug, and you see Dave Humphers there talking and addressing the team, getting ready for this contest tonight. They, of course, the focus of this last week has been on defense, and especially the pass defense. The Miners probably have not seen the last of a good, talented quarterback that has the ability to really take advantage of them, and so they're going to have to fill that gap. The competition not only will get more difficult next year, but even this year, what they're going to face is going to be some difficult times. So they want to get that defense in good shape. And now we'd like to rise for our national anthem. Just about ready for football here at Hanson Field tonight. Nevada Union in big need of a victory against the Tigers. Let's talk about the Tigers for a minute. Roseville quarterback will be a fellow by the name of Nick Blauser. He's thrown for 520 yards through the first 2 weeks of the season. Favorite target, Bo Smith, 9 catches, 213 yards. Matt Hack, 10 receptions for 136 yards. A lot of their running is going to go through Tyler Renville. He's run for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns through the first 2 weeks of the season. So we've kind of got both sides of the ball set for you here tonight, and we're just about ready to start off this contest. Nevada Union will be, it looks like, kicking off to start tonight's game. And Connor Maloney will be doing the kicking. Connor Maloney, Marty, 2 excellent weeks. He went to 3 kicking camps over this last summer, and he returns for his senior year as one of the premier kickers in the sack section.
And you can tell that it's done him a world of good, because he has been able to kick that ball into the end zone. And once you can do that and bring the ball out to the 20-yard line and have your opponent have to drive 80 yards for any type of a score, I mean, that is a kicker that's worth his weight in gold.
Well, and we talked about it last week. Dave Humphries has come out and said any field goal 50 yards or less, his accuracy is incredible. So that's a good tool to have for the Tigers. We'll see how they do here. And here we are. We are underway. Taking it at the 1-yard line. Looked like he had one foot in the end zone there, and bringing it on out to for a good kickoff return for the Tigers. Well, they will be able to take up offensively at the 22-yard line.
So a good return. However, I thought I saw his foot hit the end zone there. From our vantage point, it's a little bit difficult, but it looked like his foot did go in the end zone. Once your foot or the ball's in the end zone, it's out to the 20. But here we go, 1st and 10.
So Blauser in shotgun formation to start it off. And here comes the first play. It's a pass, and it's a completion right out here in the near flat. Reception to number 9, Jesse Klimek, a junior at wide receiver. And so right away on the first play, Marty, you see a pass.
They come out with a little rollout, good for 8 yards. And you mentioned earlier, Jim, the secondary for Nevada Union is going to have to pick it up this week.
This is going to be their night where they're going to need to make a statement. Bo Smith goes far side split. 2 backs in the backfield, and the Miners jump off sides there as Dan Pettinato goes a little bit early.
He jumped on the first hard count, but didn't cross into across the line of scrimmage. But then the second one got him. So that's a great way to get a first down.
Well, and they come right out in their first sequence. 1 play later, they have a first down. So the Tigers now set it up at the 33-yard line. Now under center. Second back through. Miners good defensively on the run play, and a very short gain on the play for the Roseville Tigers.
Yeah, that play was designed to go over between left tackle and left guard, but the front four of Nevada Union smothered it very quickly.
Vladi Kachenko on that carry. So it's a second down and about 9 over the middle, and there's a completion. Miners on top of the receiver right away. It is Bo Smith with the reception, and I believe that's going to be another first down.
Yep. Nevada Union only had a 3-man rush that time with 8 dropping off, and he still completed that pass in amongst 2 Nevada Union defenders.
Marty, you have to kind of think for a moment, when do, instead of going to a 3-man or a 4-man rush, do they do a little bit of blitz and put a little bit of pressure on some of these quarterbacks?
Offside again.
Offsides again.
They're jumping on that hard count, Jim, and they brought him across the line of scrimmage, another 5 yards, so that'll bring the ball out to looks like their own 47-yard line, where they'll have it 1st and 10 again.
And for the Miners, 2 penalties here early on for 10 yards. So that will bring up a 1st and 5 for the Tigers. Gives it to the first man through in that situation. Again, it is Vladi Kachenko. And Kachenko gets a nice gain on the play, and it will set up, I believe, a second down and short. And second down and short, is this a real good play for perhaps a long pass, Mark?
It might not be a bad play, a little rollout. And they're in the shotgun formation, so let's see what happens here.
Man in motion to the left. Back to pass. Throws long. Down the middle in double coverage. Incomplete. Attempted the receiver on the play was Bo Smith. Defending for Nevada Union, Chris Beertemple.
That ball was just a little bit overthrown, Jim, and had that been on the mark, he had beaten the 2 defenders, and it was just off his fingertips. They sent everybody out in the pattern, and the quarterback was left all alone. It was for a 3-man rush. It was a good rush on him. He threw it maybe a little bit early, but it was a situation where Nevada Union is dropping off into the secondary of a lot of defensive backs. So they're trying to, they know that this kid can pass, and he's got a strong arm. But there was a penalty there.
Illegal motion against the Tigers. And so that would have nullified the pass anyway. And so that's going to bring us up to a first down and 10 on the play. Second down and about 8. Over the middle, complete. Short of the first down at the 48-yard line. And on that play, a little cut over the middle to Matt Hack.
Yeah, Hack just ran a route just behind the linebackers, and that pass was right on the money. Got brought down very quickly.
As we mentioned, Blauser with 520 passing yards over the first 2 weeks of the season. So the Miners are up against another passing offense. But this is going to be a handoff. Kachenko again, and he gets a first down.
Yeah, bear in mind that the Miners that time had 4 defenders on the line of scrimmage expecting a run, and there was still a big hole opened up to get that first down.
So that'll bring it 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line of Nevada Union. This is going to be a pass. Here comes the rush. Sidesteps a few people, throws over the middle, and incomplete.
Almost intercepted off the hands of Bo Smith, Jim, and that would have been a big play had they come up with an interception there.
Well, Marty, it appears obvious of what Roseville's main game plan is going to be tonight.
Yeah, it looks like it's run a couple of runs into the middle of the line, but roll out, stay away from the pressure, and pass. They've got a couple of great receivers, and they're going to try to exploit the secondary of Nevada Union.
Bo Smith wide near side here. There's a shuttle pass, and the Miners pick it up real quickly. No gain on the play, and brings up a 3rd down and 10. So now, just as we saw last week against Rockland, Nevada Union with a good opportunity, 3rd and long. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for this Tiger offense.
Great defensive play in there by Chad Knight, who made that tackle. He did not go for that fake run and then the shovel pass, so he was right on top of that tackle.
Hack near side. Jesse Klimek just barely split. Rolls out, throws over the middle, complete. First down at the 33-yard line. Wide open was Matt Hack, and another first down for the Tigers.
He started to go deep, cut the route off just behind the linebackers, and was able to be wide open. There was the linebacker continued down the field, and he just cut across the middle, and that pass is right on the money.
Nick Blazer does not look like a quarterback who has lost his first 2 games of the season. Now over on the far side, and another completion for about a 6-yard gain. And there's a penalty on the play, and it's in an area where there might be a call for holding. So let's see what we have. And the Miners would be fortunate if it was. It would put the Tigers in a little bit of a hole. Explaining it right now to Zach Vallejo, number 38 of the Miners, and of course he asks for it to be taken back. And this is going to be a 10-yarder. So we've got holding against Roseville, and that will bring up a 1st down and 20. First quarter action from Hanson Field. Jim Adams, Marty Mortensen bringing it to you here on our Touchdown Production Sports Network. Nevada Union against the Roseville Tigers. Nick Blazer back again, looks on over the middle. Nice completion, good run. Takes it down deep into Miner territory on the play as Bo Smith with a big gain. And another first down.
He's got a great pair of hands. He reached up in between two defenders. They will pick that ball up and pick up an additional 15 yards after the catch. So that was quite a pass and catch. This quarterback, Nick Blazer, is he's got an arm. It's very accurate.
Very good, and he's got receivers who can catch the ball, and then once they catch it, they can pick up additional yardage, as you saw on that play right there with Bo Smith. And there's some movement, so it's going to be first down and 15 from the 20-yard line. And I don't think, Marty, that this is what Nevada Union had in mind defensively for the first drive of the game.
Yeah, especially to be so far into this first quarter, and the Miners haven't even touched the ball on offense yet.
So a first and 15. That has not phased Nick Blazer yet. Under center this time, and this will be a handoff on the left side. Miners again do very well defensively against the run. Picks up maybe about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up a second down and 11.
Now, Jim, if you look at the formation of these Tigers, this is probably one of the few teams that I've seen that, if you look at the line, they've got big gaps between the guards and the tackle and the ends. I mean, they really spread it out. It's good passing formation, but tough for the run.
Takes the pass, rolls right, good scrambling, throws, incomplete. Ball was intended for Parker Daughtry.
The quarterback Blazer was rolling out. He had a good look at his receivers in the secondary, but they were all well covered, so he kind of he threw that ball a little low and away because they didn't want to take a chance on interception deep in Nevada Union territory.
So another big third and long. And he hands it off right up the middle. A little bit of a surprise play. Pushed backwards, and they will be 5 yards short of a first down. It will be a fourth down and 5.
Vallejo in on that tackle as he comes up trying to fire up the defense.
In fact, it will be a fourth down and 3, so will be interesting to see on this play. And they're going to take a timeout. So not surprisingly here on this fourth down, so Nevada Union, it'll be interesting to see Marty now if they can get the job done. They've taken them to 4th and 5. They came up on the line of scrimmage. You kind of wonder whether the Tigers will go for the field goal.
Well, it would give you some concern that the Tigers have driven the ball almost 75 yards with not much resistance by the Nevada Union defense, and they've been moving the ball. They were stopped on that last play on that run, but you might want to put 3 points on the board and capitalize on this great drive that you've had. But they're talking it over with the head coach, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just try to grind it out and or maybe a rollout might do the trick.
Well, if you take a look at it, what is the line on tonight's contest? It's that Nevada Union really having to regroup defensively to see how the Tigers would do, but the Tigers very weak defensively against a very strong Nevada Union offense, so they are going to go for it here on fourth down. And they may try to pull the Miners offside here, Marty.
Could be a hard count. Let's see what happens.
So big play here early on. Rolls right. Looks like he'll be taken down, and down he goes!
That looked like Chad Knight, I believe, made that great defensive stop. And I thought they might roll out, and sure enough they did, but good penetration by Nevada Union and brought him down for a loss. And now the Miners go on offense for the first time tonight.
So let's take a look at this Miner offense. A great hold for the Nevada Union defense. A big drive, but comes up with nothing. First play is a draw over the right side. And that will bring up a second down and about 7.
Jason Slade, the ball carrier, picked up about 3.
Slade had a good week last week. You'll see Duncan Chappell split wide near side. Up the middle again, big run by Slade, and that'll be a first down for Nevada Union.
Almost broke that. He came within one defender of springing that for a big yard.
Marty, let's take a look at what ended their drive.
Coming up, I can't tell. That looked like 59, but it was 59, as we called earlier. Chad Knight made that great defensive play as he broke through. That's about the first good pass rush they've had all night, and what a time to have that rush put on, as that rollout could have resulted in a touchdown for them. So now Nevada Union on the attack.
Kirby Hopper on that last carry. Jan's yet to put the ball in the air. Second down and long. He will this time. Rolls right. Throws way downfield. Has a man open. This will be a Nevada Union touchdown on a blown coverage. Touchdown, Miners. Chris Beer Temple takes the pass wide open. Nobody within 15 yards of him, and the Miners have struck quickly and lead 6-0.
Have him get down there for the extra point.
Well, I can't believe that. Where in the world was the coverage? There was nobody within 10 yards of him.
It had to have been a blown coverage for Beer Temple to be that open.
Wow.
Maloney in for the extra point, perfect on the season. Spotted, kicked, and good. So the Miners out to a 7-0 lead, and well, kind of the way we expected it to go. Roseville drives the ball really well, and they get stopped, and 3 plays later, Nevada Union's on top.
I mean, let's take a look at the replay here, Jim. As I don't know, it's a good fake into the center of the line, and then Beer Temple takes off down this just a fly pattern and wide open. Now look at this. There's nobody on him. They let him go by. I guess they were expecting some safety secondary coverage, and look at this. Have you ever seen anything like that with a guy that wide open on a pass play, and he just hustles right down the sideline into the end zone, and they still can't catch him?
Well, and it appeared as though from the start of the play as if he was the primary receiver for Brogan Jantz.
Well, Jantz looked at him all the way, and I bet he just probably couldn't believe that the guy. That's just like in practice.
Jantz's eyes got big.
Oh, man, did he ever.
So, Miners lead 7-0. They jump out to the first lead, and Marty, another interesting sequence up for us here in a moment with Roseville taking the ball. See how the defense would do, but for now, Maloney kicks it off high and deep and into the end zone for a touchback.
That's an extra weapon that's so valuable. You have a kicker with a strong leg like that, and they'll bring the ball out to the 20. Now they're going to have to go 80 yards. Now they went 75 yards on their first series, came away with no points, a big sack by Chad Knight, and then the defense comes in. 3 plays later, touchdown. So that's got to be very demoralizing, especially on a homecoming.
Well, an interesting point that you made. I mean, what ended the drive? A sack, not an incompletion.
Right.
And so they've got to get that coverage. And there's a pass, I think, that Matt Hack heard footsteps on that one, and that falls incomplete.
And that was Beer Temple. Came up and hit him hard, Jim, and knocked that ball right out of his hands. So Beer Temple's doing it on offense and defense tonight.
Interesting sequence, Marty. We'll have to see if the Miners can gain some momentum from that first stop here tonight.
Well, they're fired up now. There's no question about that, Jim. I think they're going to really put it to them right on this series. They're not going to let them go down the field like that again.
So 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rolls right, all the time to throw, and it's complete over the middle.
Sandwiched right in between 2 defenders. That was Matt Hack. Just reaches up there, grabs that ball, and the secondary is showing, like you said from last week, a little weakness there.
And it looks like there may be a penalty on the play.
There is.
It's going to go against Roseville, so Nevada Union gets very lucky, and instead of it being a first down, it's going to be a second down and long.
That was a big break for the Miners, as Nick Blazer is he just pinpoint accurate here tonight.
Well, let's face it, the coverage needs to get a little bit better, but they need to rush him some more, Marty.
Right.
He's getting way too much time to throw. The one time that it really made a difference was when Knight did sack him. So let's see how it goes here. Long pass over the middle, incomplete.
And once again, a three-man rush, no pressure on him. And that puts a lot of pressure on your secondary, especially when you got a great set of receivers that have some great moves. And you're putting a lot of pressure on your secondary, and fortunately on that play, it was incomplete. Pass was overthrown a little bit.
Good to see Justin Fike back this week after his ankle injury in Rockland. Defending Fike and Niederberger, double coverage on the play against Jesse Klinick. So that'll bring up a third down and 15. How will the Miners come on this play? And that is almost intercepted, but it's complete, but short of a first down, only at the 24-yard line. So that's going to bring up a fourth down and 6.
That ball went right through the hands, Jim, of Blake Smith. He had an interception. He could have taken it into the end zone, and it was completed. But Blake Smith is going to be looking at that play and saying, I should have taken that in.
So fourth down. And now we're going to get a chance to see the punt return team for Nevada Union. Special teams has been something that has been excellent for the Miners so far this season. A one-hop hike to the kicker. And here come the Miners. The 50 to the 45-yard line. So they're going to set up shop in Tiger territory at the 45.
That was a low snap from center, and there was no punt rush, so he was able to recover, pick the ball up, and get a good kickoff. But it was fielded on the run, and he outkicked the coverage, and so the Nevada Union starts in good field position on the Tigers' 45-yard line.
So Beer Temple on the return. And let's see what Jantz has here on first down. Right side, good gain. And the Miners off to a good start on this drive, as the carry was by Kirby Hopper.
Kirby found a hole over the right side and was able to exploit it and into the secondary, and so the Miners are on the move.
Second down and 3. Jantz rolls left again and throws complete for a first down. Duncan Chappell, the wide receiver, our touchdown production player of the game last week in Rockland, on the reception. I should say the Bill Slade and Sons player of the game last week.
That was a down and out to the sideline, and that ball was right on the money by Jantz.
So first down, second man through. Niederberger, first down, deep into Roseville territory.
Well, the Miners are making it look easy here, Jim. I don't think the Tigers haven't come up with a stop on any of that inside handoff. That's so deceptive. The way Nevada Union works that ball.
Well, you know, Marty, they've also said senior Brogan Jantz, the offense is designed around him, and it can take on many different looks. Here's a big gain up the middle. Touchdown, Miners! Jason Slade slices through the middle of the Tiger line, and on their second possession, the Miners score again, 13-0.
Well, they made that look easy once again, as they're just the front four of the Miners opening up some big holes for the running backs.
Spotted, hit, and good. So the Miners jump out to a 14-0 lead here in Roseville in the first quarter of action from Hanson Stadium, and the defense is working on getting a little bit better, Marty, but the offense
has picked it up. They that 45-yard drive. Here's a replay that we'll take a look at of that. Now watch how the hole opens up, and here it comes. He just a straight hand. Look at that hole. I think even Jim, even you could have gotten through that one. And look at that. Nobody. Well, the one hand gets laid on him, and he brought down in the end zone. I mean, that was just between the center and the guard. Open up that big hole, and goes in for 6 points. And a little bit of jubilation there, as it should be, and 14 points on the board, Jim.
I think I would have been in the end zone faster than Jason Slade.
Well, you might have been. You might have been.
Actually, Jason having a great game tonight as a follow-up to his game last week. The final touchdown that Nevada Union scored was a run by Slade, Marty, where he ran through about 3 Rockland Thunder players. It was quite a carry on the play. But here it comes again. Nevada Union comes to the second man. Good gain on the play, breaking through some people and gets close to midfield as Matt Hack takes that kickoff from Connor Maloney.
That was quite a run back. He fielded the ball on about the 7-yard line and brought it all the way out to the 40. They're going to spot it now on about the 44. And they'll have 1st and 10 in good field position, Jim.
And that looks like it's the end of the first quarter. So we are done with one here at Hanson Field. And Nevada Union, having kicked off to start the game, leads 14-0. But Marty, a very interesting contest, even with it being 14-0.
Yeah, that first drive of about 70 yards, a little over 70 yards for the Tigers, that they drove all the way down the field, and then they come away with no points. That's so demoralizing. And then to have Nevada Union come back on their third play of their first series for the touchdown, it's so the Tigers are really up against it here tonight.
Well, but as the game develops here, let's see what happens with the Tiger offense, with the Miner defense, and I think that it looks like it could be a very, very fun night offensively for Nevada Union. We're very much looking forward to bringing you the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, produced by Award Innovations. We'll be picking the best Miner on the night and select him in the post-game segment. And here's a deep snap. Back to pass. He's going to intelligently throw the ball, and it's a completion at the 20. Has one man to beat, and that is going to be a Tiger touchdown.
Oh.
There is a flag on the play, but Bo Smith, preliminarily here, has scored a touchdown on a totally broken play by the Tigers.
Yeah, but they may have had too many. A lineman downfield. Because that snap went by the quarterback, and it went back about 15 yards. He was able to pick it up.
He's going to throw the ball away so that he doesn't lose the 15 yards.
Exactly right. And now it's going to be called back. Boy, the Miners dodged a big bullet there, Jim.
Well, and on the flip side of it, the Tigers, very unfortunate in their first drive, and here they are 7 points off the board on the second one, and the penalties, just as they killed the Miners last week, are really hurting the Tigers this week.
They probably had a lineman downfield on that because of that bad snap.
So 1st and 15. Miners very fortunate. Back to pass. Throws long. Could be intercepted, but it's incomplete. Defended on the play for Nevada Union by Josh Santa. Let's take a look at this last broken play, Marty.
Yeah, see, it went back about 10 yards, and now they got a big rush. But the lineman,
9 players right there in our viewing.
And now the pass is complete. And he's got nobody. Well, he just
Justin Fike is the last man.
And he just outmaneuvered him into the end zone. But what happens on a situation like that, Jim, is that when the ball is on the ground and going like that, the linemen think, well, they're going to have to. There's going to be a run. They're not going to be able to complete a pass, so they go across the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. Looks like a screen, but a beautiful play there by Nevada Union as Connor Clower tries to strip the ball away, but gets the tackle, and that'll bring up third down.
Yeah, Clower smelled that play out, Jim, and was able to stop that hardly any gain at all, and then tried to rip the ball out. That's a good heads-up defensive play. That'll bring up third and long.
But the Miners very fortuitous again on this drive, Marty.
They dodged several bullets here tonight.
So a big third down and 15, and Nevada Union is going to take a timeout. They want to get it straight. Last week, Marty, against Rockland, one of the big problems that they had was on third and long or fourth and long by the Thunder. The Thunder converted. So I'm sure they're here saying, okay, they're in punt territory. Here's a big third down and 15. Let's circle the wagons and make sure that we complete this drive unsuccessfully for the Tigers. Next week, fortunately, we'll be back in the friendly confines of Hooper Stadium. Natomas comes visiting as the Miners will take on Natomas. We're really looking forward to this being our Saturday game of the week. It will air on October 3rd. And also, Marty, you'll be with your crew at Colfax at Bear River. That should be a great contest.
Well, unfortunately for me, bad scheduling on my part. It's my 50th high school reunion. So I won't be at the game, unfortunately, the big game of the year. But Paul Brown will be there taking my place and doing an excellent job.
I'm sure Paul will. We'll look forward to that contest. So here's a big third down. Under pressure and throws incomplete. And
there was nobody there.
But see, Marty, there in that case, Blazer was under a little pressure, and he had to hurry the ball. And so the Miners, it's kind of a two-pronged approach, I feel like. You've got to get the pressure on the quarterback and have the coverage.
Yeah, if you leave it, if you leave one of those two situations open, you're going to run into a few issues, and that's what's been happening so far. As you give the quarterback a lot of time to pass, he's going to complete passes. If you put a rush on him, you're exposing the secondary. So who knows? It's a crapshoot no matter what you do.
So punt formation. Takes a couple of steps before he punts it off. Miners take it, look for that reverse. Has to go backwards on it.
Oh, good ball.
And there is a devastating block. And here comes Bear Temple. He may go. Cuts back, and the Tigers finally get to him and drop him at the 30. Another big special teams play by Nevada Union, and Bear Temple strikes again.
Oh, my goodness. Did you see that block that sprung him loose? That was a Major League NFL block.
I want to see that one again.
Oh, man.
That guy may not know what state he's in.
Whoa.
Gil, can you re-rack that one for us after the first play of this drive? And so here come the Miners, and let's see what Jantz comes out with. He is under center, single backfield. And there's a whistle. And let's take Marty. Go slow here. I want to see this block.
No, that's looked like 77 for the Mr. Alla. Watch it.
Boom! Oh my gosh! Luca Pistero.
And then up the sidelines. I mean, he just turns on the afterburners and just outrun a couple of more good blocks. And then he cuts in, and of course, then at that point in time, they were able to catch up with him. But
and here's
back to live action.
Here's a pass in the flat again. Jason Slade. Obvious tonight that Drew Hoskin is not in the game. Have seen nothing from him, and he's carried a lot of the offense throughout the early course of this season. But Slade picking up perfectly where Hoskin leaves off. We need to get a copy of this tape to Nevada Union so they can see that block.
Oh man, that was big time.
Over in the flat, complete. Nice gain on the play. Dan Pettinato goes inside. Touchdown, Miners.
He did
Dan
that all
Pettinato.
He did that all on his own, Jim, as they had no blockers to help him. He just outran the secondary and outmaneuvered him with his juking back and forth. Took it in for another touchdown for Nevada Union. Whoa.
Let's face it, Marty, the offense for Nevada Union just seems to have the Tigers dumbfounded.
Yeah, they've got it dialed in tonight.
And Maloney is wide. He misses his first one of the season. So 20-0 here in the middle stages of the second quarter. Nevada Union with a big lead, and now is going to be a real test for the Tigers because they've really had some pretty good drives. It'd be interesting to see how they do on the third, but before that, let's take a look at this, Marty.
Look at that. The pass over to the sidelines. It's caught in there by Pettinato. Now watch this. Watch the moves he puts on. Goes stiff arms the one defender, outruns the next two, and then gets a good block, and then cuts to the inside, and 6 points on the board. So right now the Miners have scored 14 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter, and they didn't have. There was about 6 minutes off the clock before they even got to touch the ball in that first quarter.
Yeah. So how it develops now will be very interesting, but the Miners with a comfortable 20-0 lead in the second quarter.
I would expect another kick into the end zone again. I'm surprised he missed that extra point.
And he's doing the line drive kick now. And here comes the return. Gets to about the, looks like close to the 25-yard line.
Excellent. Yeah, that was a good return. That was kind of a line drive kick. That's not his normal. Normal kick, and it was taken about the 5-yard line, so he brought it back 20. But if you can keep the offense on a kickoff inside the 30-yard line, your special teams has done a good job.
So here comes Roseville for their fourth series of the contest tonight. Gives it to that second man through. Gets maybe 2 yards on the play. As it goes to number 22, Theo Baldwin.
First time we've called his number tonight. They're trying. I think what's happening is that the Tigers are trying to bring in some new personnel to see if they can't get something to work, because whatever they're doing so far is from that opening drive is just not getting the job done.
Got to think of passing down here, but instead gives it up again to the second man through. That'll bring up about a 3rd down and 4.
Another new ball carrier. That was
Vladi Kachenko. Kachenko has carried a few times tonight with a big 3rd down and 3. I'm a little bit surprised that the Tigers have been running the ball when they have been pretty successful via the pass.
I think what's happening is that in the passing situation now, the Miners are starting to rush 4, and I think that makes a big difference. The quarterback just doesn't have that much time. Let's see what they do here now on 3rd down.
So a big 3rd down and 3. Option play, 1st down, big gain. He may go.
There's a flag down, I think.
and goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And the fans boo. There's another flag down. And so let's see what's going to happen here.
What? Why
no? Maybe a call against Nevada Union. I think it probably is.
Why would he run out of bounds? I don't understand that. He could have taken that into the end zone. I've never seen that before. I thought I saw a flag go. You see. Now watch this.
And he sees.
I don't understand that. I mean, okay, you're the quarterback and you're the franchise. You don't want to get hurt, but.
So rolling right, plenty of time to throw, and throws it away, throws it out of the end zone.
Smart play. I'm still trying to figure that one out, Jim.
Well, Nick Blazer saw the Miner defense closing in on him, and I think he decided he would step out at the 15, which he did, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
He's a junior. I guess he wants to play his senior year because the Nevada Union was closing in on him.
He's
really
saying, hey, I'm down 20-0 in the first half. You think I'm going to take a big hit?
Yeah, but if he'd have cut into the inside, he may have been able to pick up the touchdown.
So 2nd down and 10. Blazer back again. Nice screen over into the right flat. That'll be some good yardage, and another, looks like close to 1st down territory on a nice reception by Tyler Renville.
Yeah, that was a little screen pass. Oh, coming out limping is Chad Knight, who's had a good game. He's favoring his right ankle, looks like. He's going to get somebody in to replace him. Coming in is...
So that'll, I think, bring up a 1st and goal.
From the 5-yard line.
Miners almost offsides, comes right up the middle with it. Bring up the 2nd down.
Yeah, that was...
You know, Marty, I can't understand why this Roseville team doesn't just stuff the pass game down the Miners' throat.
I know.
This is where they have been more successful, and their running game has not really done that much. And you might say, well, they want to keep them honest, but they're relying on it quite a bit. But maybe they think, here we are, 2nd and goal.
Did he make it in?
No.
No, he came up short.
So that's going to be a 3rd down.
Espinosa in on the tackle. Oh, very nice camera shot right there. Very close to the end zone.
So what do you do here? 3rd and goal, short. They need about 6 inches for a touchdown. I'm sure they're in 2-down territory.
Oh, no question about that. Quarterback sneak.
And there it is. He dives right underneath the blocking and in for a touchdown. So the Tigers are on the board. And that makes it 20-6. So in for the extra point as the Tiger faithful celebrate. Spotted, kicked,
almost blocked,
and good. So a look at the scoreboard. Nevada Union leads 20-7 here in the 2nd quarter.
So this is turning into quite an exciting ball game. As look like we'll take a look at the replay of that touchdown. Now it's quarterback just comes up over center and sneaks in between the center and the guard and goes in for the touchdown. Easy 6 points, but when you're only 4 or 5 inches away from the goal line, it's almost a surety that you're going to be getting a touchdown.
Well, and when you think about it for a moment, Roseville has had 1 touchdown called back. Mm-hmm. They had one that died at the 5-yard line, and here they finally score. This game could be 20-20, 21-20.
Yeah, very, very close to that because of some breaks. That's just how the game's. That's why you play the game, Jim. Huh? Have you ever heard that saying before?
With that said, the Miner offense has been absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah, they've racked up a lot of yards.
And special teams has had a big night, especially Chris Temple. So let's see if Beer Temple can work some magic again on this kickoff. High and deep. And he'll take that one in the end zone for a touchback. So Beer Temple does not get his chance at that return, and the Miners are going to take the ball at the 20-yard line.
Well, let's see if with the remaining minutes in this second quarter, if they send Jantz out there with a passing attack. What do you think? Well,
he's got Slade behind him. Be interesting to see what they come out with. Man in motion. Handoff up the middle. Big gain by Slade. Slade cuts back and finally taken down at the 45-yard line. Slade with some big yardage tonight.
The Tigers have just not been able to do anything with all that deception that Nevada Union puts on with the handoff. Jantz is really doing a great job with the faking and the handoffs.
So first down, Miners back up on the line of scrimmage. In motion, Kirby Hopper. Comes back again, and this is Hopper. Finds a hole. Gets a nice gain on the play of about 7 or 8 yards. Marty, let's take a look at that last run by Jason Slade.
That was Slade was the first man through, and look at they're all out of position because they don't know who has the ball on the great fake and the handoff, and so now he picks up his blocks, cuts inside, and then gets brought down from behind as he was heading for he's looking at that end zone.
Back to live action. Slade with the carry again there. A lot of action for Slade tonight in the absence of Drew Hoskin.
Did you hear of any injury report or anything this week on
I did
Hoskin?
not, but obviously Hoskin is not playing, and he's been Dave Humper's main workhorse for Nevada Union. So another first down for Nevada Union. First man through.
Yeah, they just don't have a defense for that. They'll stop it maybe 1 out of 3 times, but in the meantime, Nevada Union continues to grind it out.
Slade with another big carry there. Jan's looking over at the bench, flanked by Duncan Chappell to pick up the call, and I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't maybe go to the air right now. Man in motion.
Nope.
Gives it off to the second man through, Josh Senna.
I guess Nevada Union is just content to grind it out, run the clock down as they come up to halftime. But another thing I just was thinking is when you're going to have a homecoming, you don't want to have a homecoming scheduled against a powerhouse team. You want to get the fans fired up, have a nice homecoming, win a ball game.
Well, and Marty, this is a big drive because Nevada Union scores and they're going to go up 27-7. If they don't score, then Roseville retakes the ball, right, only down by 13.
Yeah, they're still in this ball game. They just got to quit making mistakes. They come up short on the measurement by about a foot. And that should bring up I haven't seen the down markers, but it may be third down and short.
So you'd think that Jantz would go on the ground. He surely hasn't had any trouble picking up a foot tonight.
No, and the Tigers don't have a stop for even on a short yardage situation. They have not thrown a runner for a loss out of the backfield yet. So I look for a little deception and straight handoff. Big hole.
through the middle. Great gain. This is Slade again. Touchdown Miners. Jason Slade is cutting a swath of destruction through this Tiger defense tonight. Certainly making a statement for himself.
Boy, that was that big hole. That was just a short yardage design play, Jim. And he broke through the line of scrimmage and then ran right by the secondary.
Slade is having a career game tonight, Marty.
Yeah, he certainly has, and he's right now a good candidate for the
player of the game.
Player of the game. Exactly.
Very nice senior, Jason Slade, always with a smile on his face. Good interview, great guy to talk to. Very devoted to the Nevada Union program. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, and here they are going for two. Rolls right. Jantz is going to take it himself into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Jantz wasn't worried about getting hit.
No.
He just cut to the inside and picked up the 2 points. And
he kind of looked at it and he kind of said to himself, you know, I'm going to find the right hole, and then I'll just go through it.
He did. That was a design play for a rollout to be thrown to the back. And we'll take a look at it here. And he took it himself. Now
this is the Slade.
This is the Slade touchdown.
Look at, he breaks a tackle there. And then look at how he reads the defense. And they can't even begin to match his speed.
No, he's long stride, outruns 4 defenders. And then and watch this, he slips. He almost falls down once he gets out of the end zone. That was kind of neat. So Slade puts another 6 points on the board as the Miners are just making it look easy. We've said that several times tonight, but they definitely are as they go down to a 28-7 lead.
You know, Marty, I'm going to say this still an interesting contest, though.
It is.
Let's see how Nevada Union does defensively. The score is a little bit deceptive. And there is the kick, and that one is deep, taken at the 1-yard line. Comes on up, and taken down short. Looks like short of the 20 is Bo Smith.
Yeah, that was quite a good coverage by the special teams as they swarmed in there and broke up the wedge and brought the runner down on about the 15-yard line. So they'll start deep in their own territory. They've got 85 yards to go.
In the latter stages of the first half, want to apologize to you. We do not have a good view of the clock, so we can't let you know how much exact time is left here in the second quarter. But here comes this Roseville offense again. Nick Blazer under center. Man in motion, rolls right, throws, and complete over the middle. Tackled by Chris Beertemple.
Well, one of the things, too, Jim, is that with this score being 28-7, that has now put the Tigers in a position where they're going to have to throw the ball to get back in the game. And that could be either bad or good for the Miners secondary if they can pick off a pass. And they can really turn this game around.
Parker Doherty with the catch on that previous play. And that looks like a misread. I think his intended receiver was Doherty on that one. But an incompletion. That'll bring up second down and 10.
See what they do here with Long. Maybe their best offensive weapon right now is the quarterback on a rollout. Blazer looks like he's more effective when he's on that rollout.
Be interesting to see how Nevada Union adjusts at halftime to this offensive scheme of the Tigers. Straight back drop, throws it over the middle.
Nice
big
catch.
Completion. And hit hard. Slow to get up on the play is Matt Hack, and Hack stays down.
Yeah, he got hacked all right. So when you go up for a high pass like that, in the secondary. He got right below the rib cage. He got hit pretty hard. He's got a protective.
Let's take a look at this hit here, Marty.
See, he had to go up high to catch that ball. You can see when you go up high like that. Oh, then he caught it and he. Oh, there it is, right there.
Beer temple.
Oh, ripped him. I thought he was hit when he went up for the pass, but
Spike slowed him down, and Beer Temple finished him off.
Espinoza was in on that too, so he's good. He's a good receiver, but that's got a smart little bit on the back.
And even though it wasn't while he was extended in receiving the ball, he was pretty exposed when Beer Temple hit him. He'd been spun around. But a 1st and 10. The Tigers are driving again. Back to pass. Deep pass down the middle. Could be intercepted, but instead it's incomplete.
Once again,
Spike on the coverage.
Jim, the Miners rushed four down linemen that time, and they put a little extra pressure on the quarterback. And I think that's probably going to be the game plan in the second half for Nevada Union. You're going to force the Tigers to pass the ball, and now what you do is you put four men to rush, and that takes the timing off. And so we'll see if that is one of Coach Humphreys' plans to start the second half.
So 2nd and 10 from the 47. Another pass for Blazer. Looks like it's going to be a screen, but the Miners smell it out.
They did. They had that well covered, and all he could do was throw that away, and there was just nothing the Tigers could do with that.
Kind of interesting. You saw the pass rush there, and the pass rush kind of backed off a little, saying, "We know what this is going to be."
Now you get burned a couple times as a pass rusher, and all of a sudden, when you see them drop off and kind of let you go. And say, I think I better fall back into the into the coverage area.
So a 3rd down and 10. Latter stages of the first half. Blazer in need of another one. Here comes the rush, but there's the pass over in the flat. Miners, though, are there and do a great job of gang tackling, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and long.
That was a little screen pass out into the flat, and there was no blocking in front of him, so he was kind of on his own, and the Miners swarmed in on it, made the tackle, and it was hardly any gain, maybe a couple yards.
Niederberger with a nifty play there. And that will bring up a 4th down, and timeout is taken by the Tigers.
28-7, and it's been all Miners since they took over the ball after that long drive that resulted in no points for the Tigers and deep in the Nevada Union territory. And since then, the Miners just dominated this, Jim.
Well, they have, especially offensively. They've kind of had their way offensively and have kind of said to the defense, okay, you get some good stops. Nevada Union not only has not punted tonight, I don't think that they've had a 3rd down play, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah, when I think about it, I think you're right.
And between Jason Slade and the passing game, between Jason Slade and Chris Beer Temple, it's been a real show tonight. Week 1, Dave Humphreys went a lot to Eric Niederberger. Niederberger not as big in the offensive scheme here tonight, but Jason Slade, who kind of, I don't want to say came out of nowhere, because Slade had a good season last year in his junior year, but definitely on the depth chart behind Drew Hoskin, comes in tonight and makes a really big play to be a steady player for Nevada Union. Had a great game last week also against Brockman.
It looks like he earns a spot in the starting lineup if he keeps playing like this.
So Blazer on 4th down and 9. Here comes the rush. Miners after him, and down he goes!
Oh my goodness, what a defensive play there.
So the Miners will take over as Dan Pettinato comes in for the sack.
No, I think that was 3rd down, Jim. They're coming into.
Nope, they're changing teams.
Oh, was that fourth down?
That was fourth down.
Oh, man, what a great defensive play.
So now the Miners inside the 30. Let's take a look at that, Marty.
Big rush, and as he tries to break away, but reaching up and grabbing him down by the jersey.
And back to pass. Throws complete. Chappell inside the 10. It'll be first and goal.
Well, that didn't take long for Jantz to just kind of step back in the pocket and pick out one of his favorite targets, Duncan Chappell, and right down in the corner of the sideline, and they have a chance to take it in for some more points here.
There's Jantz getting the play from Dave Humphers. Chappell stays in. Slade in the backfield. Will he go to Slade again? And he does. Right up the middle goes Slade. Touchdown, Miners!
Oh.
Jason Slade again!
Man, he's just a big old workhorse. Is doing a job tonight, isn't he?
There's nothing to stop him. I'd like to say it's his coming out party, but last week he was just as good against Rockland with some big scores, but tonight there's no stopping him. They just can't take him down.
No, they can't. He's 5'7", 155 pounds, senior, and he is he's just running right over and through him.
So there is a flag on the play. Let's see what happens here.
It's gonna, if it goes against Nevada Union, it's going to be a big penalty. Discussing it right now.
Well, or was it maybe post touchdown? Let's see. They're trying to figure it out. It may be that it's against Roseville because I believe it's going to be a post touchdown foul. And so what are they doing here? 15 yards. Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Nevada Union. So
probably a celebration exhibition there.
So here's a good chance for Maloney. This will be a 35-yard point after attempt. Ball is spotted.
Looks
Kicked.
good.
Has the length. No good wide right.
Sure looked good from this angle, but that's a tough penalty. I mean,
that's a 1-point penalty.
It exactly is. And the thing is, it may have been from celebrating in the end zone, and that could come back and haunt you. We'll take a look at that touchdown.
Let's take a look at steamroller Jason Slade.
He just goes right up the middle, big block in there, and by Clower, and opens it up, takes it on in. Cody Long also with a good block, and Slade goes in for what is that? His second?
No, it's
the third touchdown tonight.
And he went into the end zone, and he was about 4 yards in the end zone, and Connor Eggleston for Roseville was there, and he just lowered his head and went right through him once he was in the end zone. So a big first half for Nevada Union.
(34-7), Jim.
And so Maloney to kick off. It will be interesting to see at what point Dave Humphers puts in we'll call it the second string. Line drive, deep kick again. And good coverage by Nevada Union. On the return by Bo Smith.
Tyler Prince in on that tackle. Junior.
And the Tigers in to see if they can do some damage before halftime. Jim Adams, Marty Mortensen, bringing you all of the action from Roseville tonight. And so here comes first down. Blazer, handoff. Nice play again by Beer Temple, who's had a very, very good game tonight. Vladikachenko again on the carry.
Now a timeout called.
And so there is Brad Delbon out there to talk to his defense. Josh Senna there, number 24. Eric Niederberger, 15. You see a good shot of Juan Espinoza. Miners with a vaunted defense too, and perhaps this will give them an opportunity to get some game experience tonight to improve some of the aspects where they have wanted to experience some of that improvement. And so the latter stages here of the first half.
Lack of enthusiasm from the fans on the other side of the field as they're watching their Tigers struggle
On
against
homecoming night,
Yep.
34 points up before halftime. That's a lot for the defense to give up. So you'd think that maybe Blazer's going to put the ball in the air. 4-man rush, 5-man rush. Throws long, way down.
Oh, he's got his man open.
Is in front. That's complete and dragged down deep into Miner territory. Justin Fike beaten on the play.
Now they rushed five pass rushers, but he rolled out to the right and then unloaded one way down the field. And catching that ball is
Matt Hack.
Yeah. Here, now watch this rollout. And he just launches that thing 45 yards in the air, and he's behind the secondary. And Fike was just had a couple steps on Fike. So now they're in a position to score, Jim.
This roll is to the left and throws, and there's a completion.
And
touchdown, Tigers. Parker Doherty.
That was quick.
That was very quick, and the Tigers are far from being done tonight offensively. So on for the extra point.
Well, when you've got a good quarterback like Blazer and with a strong arm and give him some time, he'll pick the secondary apart.
And he definitely is doing so. Bad snap, ball is spotted and kicked and good. So just a little before halftime, and it's 34-14. Nevada Union ahead by 20.
And the difference has been that first quarter when the Tigers drove over 70 yards and came up short on the 5-yard line in Nevada Union. And then Nevada Union 3 plays later took it in for a big score, and that was the turning point right there for this first half, Jim.
Well, and then Roseville scores another touchdown, and
Called
there's
back.
holding on the play, so that one is called back. It looks like about 1:10 left to play here in this first half. So Nevada Union is going to have a shot at seeing what they might be able to do. It would be nice if Beer Temple could give them a good return.
And possibly set up a field goal at the closing moments of the first half.
Well, with the way that Jantz has moved this team, you know, a minute may be a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. High and deep, but this one will be returnable, and that is Beer Temple. Looks for the reverse, keeps it himself, needs a couple of blocks, but he's not going to get it, and the Miners are going to have to set up shop at about the 13-yard line.
Tried to hide that ball on his hip, but the only problem with that was couldn't hide any of the defenders. They were right there, and they leveled it.
He probably would have been better served to give up the ball
yeah.
in that fake reverse.
They're going to start deep in their own territory. It looks like the ball's going to be placed on about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10.
Who's winning? So let's see what Jantz has up his sleeve.
ANU's winning here.
Handoff up the middle, about 5 yards on the play.
Timeout's being called, it looks like.
And I believe by Nevada Union, so 2nd down and about, well, only about a 2-yard gain on the play. So
I think
down about 8.
I think the Tigers called the timeout. They want to try to get the ball back, try to hold them here, maybe get the ball back.
Well, we'll see how that strategy plays out, Marty.
I don't know, after the way the Miners have been moving the ball, I don't know if you want to give them any more time to run more plays, but that's a coach's strategy to see if he can hold them. They haven't done it all night to any great extent, and so that it could backfire against them.
Well, and if the Miners were able to score a touchdown here, they would have at least 40 first-half points.
Yep.
And there's Dave Humphers addressing the offense. It will be interesting to see whether he plays it safe or whether he goes for it.
Looks like Coach Humphers has bought a new hat this year. The blue one. That's not the same blue one that he normally wears.
Marty, you know, I've been through walkthroughs, and I believe it is the same hat.
No, unless it's really faded.
We will find out next week. We'll bring that back to you next week.
It might be his road hat.
Man in motion. Jan's back to pass. Has a pass over here
Incomplete.
in the right flat, but it is incomplete.
He may have caught that pass. Hard to see with all the players in the way, but he was out of bounds when the pass got to him.
So the Miners with their first big 3rd down play of the evening. Brogan Jantz looking for Duncan Chappell to bring in the play. And we'll see where the Miners go on this 3rd down play. Man in motion is Beer Temple. Brogan goes left, throws, and incomplete.
Good defensive play in there by Timonchiv.
Petinato on the play, and the Miners will have to punt.
First time tonight.
So good play by Yuri Timochev. And so Jantz to do the kicking for the Miners. So the first stop of the evening by the Tigers. And he gets it off. A good punt. A fair catch is called for by Bo Smith at midfield. And Roseville has another chance to make a good game of this in the first half. They could bring it to 35-21 with a touchdown score here in the closing moments of the first half.
Well, they're in good field position on their own 49-yard line, and if they can put a couple of pass plays together here and keep the clock from running out, they'll have an opportunity here before the halftime.
Blazer back to pass, deep pass.
Oh, he dropped
should have been received by Matt Hack again. Hack drops the ball at the 30-yard line. Would have been a great gain on first down for the Tigers.
He had it right in his hands. He's saying to himself, wow, I let that one get away.
Uncharacteristic of Hack tonight, too. He's been pretty sure-handed.
He's made some great catches. He's made a lot tougher catches than that one he just dropped, I can tell you.
So that'll be a 2nd down and 10. Frazier again in the shotgun. Back to pass. Quick pass is incomplete. That one was for Parker Doherty. Eric Niederberger.
Blake Smith,
over there.
Good coverage.
So that'll be a 3rd down and 10. And what do the Tigers come up with here on 3rd down? Blazer, only a junior, so we're going to have the chance to see Blazer next season. I've been pretty impressed with him. So here's third down. Miners with 6 men up on the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, has time, throws, first down, inside the 40.
They had plenty of time to pass on that rollout, even though the Miners did rush 5 down linemen, and they ended up giving him a little bit too much time to pass, and they got it completion out in the flat for a big first down. They keep the drive alive.
So the Miners got the ball with 1:10 to go in the second quarter. They had to give up the ball, and now a little bit of confusion on the Tiger line. Blazer gets it the way that he wants it, and now he's going to roll right, and he's going to throw long, but he's going to throw that out of bounds.
Now, good coverage by the secondary for Nevada Union. Beer Temple was there, and he had to throw it out of bounds to stop the clock, as the clock counts down to the end of the first half.
So a 2nd and 10. Tigers trying to narrow the gap before halftime. Blazer rolls right, plenty of time to throw, gets a completion and a nice gain on the play, as his target is Tyler Renville.
Yeah, Renville caught that ball on the sidelines and had plenty of running room, and got it deep now into Nevada Union territory. And went out of bounds, stopped the clock.
One thing you got to say for Blazer, he definitely has moved the ball tonight.
Certainly has. They picked up a lot of yardage.
Again, wants a change, and signals Matt Hack over here near side. Also sends Parker Doherty near side. And he looks like he's going to throw this side. And Hack did not turn quite in time, so it results in an incompletion.
Coverage by Josh Senna. That pass was nowhere in the vicinity to be caught, as it was high, and I think he may have just thrown that one away because they were out of sync. All that shifting around the line of scrimmage, the formation was I don't think, ever just too much confusion.
I feel bad for Blazer because he's having to having to direct his offense before he can start the play.
It's like he knows the play, but the players don't.
Big rush over the middle, intercepted. So Brogan Jantz with the interception on the play for Nevada Union. So he can pass and he can receive, Marty.
Yeah, good pair of hands. And he can tackle. I mean, this kid can do it all. So now the Miners, with just a couple of seconds left to go in this first half, may just take a knee and head for the locker room.
Man in motion, gives it there.
Oh, my, big hole.
Nice gain, still going, and it'll be a first down. A carry by Eric Niederberger. We haven't seen that much of Niederberger offensively. And a timeout is taken by Nevada Union. So Dave Humphers obviously is not done yet. And a first half that has taken a long period of time kind of drones on here as Nevada Union, when it looked like Roseville was driving to really narrow the gap, now Nevada Union has the opportunity to blow it wide open. And I think that Dave Humphers is saying, hey, if we can get another 7 on the board right now, we have 41 points for the first half. We'll be in great shape.
Well, he's talking to his offense to see what they can come up with in the way of a play with in the waning minutes of this first half. Like you say, they'd like to score one more time.
Brogan Jant stays behind number 11 to talk to Dave Humphers to get some final instructions. Very warm night here in Roseville. Summer just doesn't seem to go away. You know, Marty, I think of years past where we've done games where maybe we get 1 or 2 weeks of good weather.
Right.
But we've had 3 weeks now. This is the third one. Man in motion, fakes the handoff. Gantz wants to throw, and he's going to air it out long, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Should have been intercepted.
I don't know what happened to the defender. There's the horn to end the first half.
So Nevada Union with a good showing in the first half as they take a 34-14 lead into the locker room. And for the Miners, you know, Marty, a lot of times you take a look at a 34-14 game and you go, well, boring, but I'm really looking forward to this second half because there's a lot of plots that could play out here, even though the difference is 20 points.
Yeah, you're right there, Jim. Especially with the capabilities of Blazer at quarterback on the rollout and the great receivers. I mean, a 20-point lead, and I think that's why Coach Humphers was trying to put some more points on the board because you can never have enough when you've got a good quarterback and some good receivers.
I think he's going to have to go with the first string in the third quarter because I'm not sure I'd feel comfortable with a 20-point lead. Right. And this is 2 weeks in a row now that the Miners have faced a junior quarterback who has been an excellent scrambler. So we'll be back with third quarter action in just a few moments. We'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network. So here we are at halftime at Tiger Stadium.
Homecoming
tonight. Marty, we have had some of our best nights together at Nevada Union's homecoming.
We certainly have.
I can remember the week that you asked the one girl to go with you, and I had to tell her, don't do it.
I remember that. And
did Gail ever? Well, she probably never saw that broadcast.
No, I wouldn't let her watch that. No.
But
you put me in my place though, and you said, I remember you said, well, you don't want to take your father to the dance, do you?
So we'll be back in just a moment with third quarter action after we remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Miner football on the Touchdown Productions television network.
Island Smoothie is now open outside the Holiday Inn Express in Grass Valley. Their daily lunch specials are just part of their complete menu, including tacos, hot dogs, grilled sandwiches, salads, and wraps. Island Smoothie is so much more than fruit drinks, and the dessert menu offers treats for everyone. Island Smoothie, a tropical oasis right here on Bank Street in Grass Valley. Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's getfitright.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
getfitright.net. Woo!
In Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is handpicked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
So we are still here at halftime at Hanson Stadium. Nevada Union leading handily, at least for the moment, 34-14. Marty, what do you look for in the second half?
Well, it looks like the Tigers are going to have, trailing by 20 points, they're going to have to come out and start throwing that ball, working that ball downfield. Because they have exploited the secondary of Nevada Union so far this evening. And I think that what's going to have to be there. They have absolutely no running game at all tonight, so that would be passing the ball.
You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union Minor football on the Touchdown Productions television network, and we'd like to remind you that this special edition is being brought to you by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Colfax is ready to beautify your outdoor world. At Hanson Brothers Colfax, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, retaining walls and stepping stones. And now in Colfax, it's HBE Rentals, a full-service rental facility just like the one in Grass Valley. So now everything you need for outdoor landscaping and equipment rentals are there for you at Hanson Brothers in Colfax. Proud to be a part of the Colfax community and Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that is why he supports junior football. Mike has assembled a winning team in the insurance industry. They are your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County who really care about your family's insurance needs, and they work hard to exceed your expectations every day. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. Dawn Whitmore and her staff at Adecco offer temporary positions, temp to hire, direct placement, and payrolling services at the Grass Valley office. Currently hiring for several full-time positions, looking to hire temporary workers. For employers, Adecco helps absorb the cost of employment, such as workman's comp and unemployment insurance. Adecco Services of Grass Valley.
All-phase heating and air conditioning. Customer satisfaction is the reason that Dorn and Mike Bennett are celebrating 14 years of serving you in Nevada County. The Bennett family has big news. They now offer the Bryant Premier heating and cooling systems and are Nevada County's only factory-certified Bryant dealers.
We'll be back with third quarter action. Nevada Union leads 34-14. You're watching exclusive coverage of Nevada Union football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
The Pater family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959. And in October, we'll celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers. With many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using Optimap technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
So about ready to start the third quarter. Nevada Union will receive to get it going here. A special shout out to the athletic department of Roseville. Thank you so much for your hospitality tonight and allowing us to bring to our audience the NorCal Game of the Week. We will definitely look forward to hosting the Tigers next season at Hooper Stadium. And for the Miners, an impressive first half offensively. Long first half, though, Marty.
It ran quite a long time as a lot of passing going on. And when you're throwing the ball a lot and if you go incomplete or getting first downs, the clock stops in high school football. And to reset the chains, and it just takes a long time.
So let's see how the Miners come out on this first series. There is the scoring in the first half. Pretty balanced for Nevada Union. 2 touchdowns in the first, 3 in the second. And Roseville should have struck a couple of times in the first. Really, this game should be closer than it is.
No question about that, Jim, as a couple of plays, big plays called back. And that's the difference right now. Let's see if the Tigers can turn it around. Oh, false start.
Well, and that was interesting.
I've never seen that before.
Maybe he didn't have the whistle yet. So Roseville comes back to line up again. And this time, I hope they get it going.
Now there's still some confusion on the field, Jim.
The Tigers appear ready, but the officials are not quite. Maybe now we're just about ready to get going.
They're still haven't got it together. They had a whole halftime to prepare for it. Now they're still struggling.
A few clock problems to get things started here, but now it looks like we're ready to get it underway. High and deep. Coming up is Beer Temple to take it.
Big hole.
Return. Breaks through. Almost dragged down and finally is deep into Tiger territory at the 40. So Chris Beer Temple strikes again. Exceptional night for Beer Temple tonight.
He's playing well tonight. Boy, that was a nice return. And the kicker was the only one that saved that. He just grabbed his jersey. If it wasn't for that, he was gone for about maybe an 85-yard kickoff return. Well, the Miners start in good position here to start the third quarter.
Man in motion.
Oh! He
gives off. Looks like there have been maybe some substitutions as Kirby Hopper carries the ball for the Miners and loses about 2 yards.
There's a Let's take a look at this now, Jim. Picks it up the ball on about the 10-yard line and then heads up to the sideline, but then cuts to the inside, gets a good block right there, another good block off to the left, and now he's got clear sailing, and the only buddy left is the kicker, which is Tapia, and he was able to just snag him.
Oh. And here's a pass and a completion to Chappell.
Boy, Chappell took a big hit there, too. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. That was, he's got his, he's going to have to clear the cobwebs off of there on that one.
So that was a second down and long, and
he was hit so hard he lost the L in his name.
Yeah. So they're trying to figure it out again. And I believe there's a penalty against Nevada Union on the play. Don't see a flag on the field, but that will go back.
Well, this isn't starting out very well. The referees were out of sync, and now the Miners complete a pass and had a good run back, and now they get penalized. So confusion runs amok here.
And this officiating team did a very good job in the first half. A little bit of a slow start for them. We've certainly been to our fair share of games where the officiating has struggled, but they usually give us a good product.
Well, it's early in the season, and they'll get in sync just like we will. Maybe. Oh, here we go again.
So second down and long for Nevada Union. Chance is going to take it himself, and he's going to get a good gain on the play before he runs out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
That looked like a Jim. That looked like a design run all the way. I don't think. I mean, I didn't.
Bootlegged it right around that right side. So the third down and 8. So he gets a lot of it back.
Yeah.
And a little bit of confusion there on Jance's behalf. And you've got to think that he will probably go after one of his receiving targets. He does have right there with him Jason Slade. Slade comes out of the backfield, but the pass over there is a nice completion. And that goes to Chris Beertemple. Beertemple and Slade both having excellent evenings for the Miners.
That pass was low. The only one that was going to be able to catch it was going to be Beertemple, and he went down low, picked it off the ground, and for a big yardage, first down. And the Miners in great field position for another score.
Has Slade to his right in the backfield. Another passing play. That's over the middle and a completion to Dan Pettinato. So Pettinato comes out of his tight end spot to move the Miners down the field. So Marty, the Miners moving the ball again very effectively on this drive.
They are getting good protection. Looks like they decided to come out throwing here in this.
And a direct snap to Slade.
Oh, boy.
And Slade is in the end zone for a touchdown.
That fooled everybody, even me, on that play. I don't think I've seen that run this year at all.
Well, Miners have used that, and that was a great opportunity to do it. And Jason Slade, his 4th touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, he took that direct handoff and right up the middle. Fooled the Tigers completely.
Spotted, kicked, and good. So the early stages of the third quarter, Nevada Union takes the opening kickoff and marches down the field for another score, and they take a 41-14 lead. Let's take a look at Slade again here, Marty.
Yeah, okay. That wasn't a direct snap. It was a handoff, but he went over the right side. Big hole. and walks into the end zone.
And Slade obviously very happy. Tremendous performance here on the night by Jason Slade.
Yeah, he's having a career night right now.
There's Dan Pettinato congratulating him. And Maloney to kick off for Nevada Union.
And now the Tigers, Jim, have got an uphill battle tonight.
They certainly do. Miners with a big 41-14 lead. Connor Maloney takes it high and deep, taken right at about the goal line, up the middle, good gain, still on his feet, finally taken down on the 40-yard line is Bo Smith.
Yeah, that was a nice return as he followed his blocking and then was able to break away from the pack and pick up an additional 15 yards, gets the ball all the way out to the 40-yard line where it's 1st and 10 for these Tigers, and they have got to put on some offense right now or this game is going to get way out of hand for these Tigers.
Special teams big in this contest tonight. First down, gives it to that running back to his left. Miners there defensively as Vladi Kachenko carries on the play.
Well, they're going to try to keep the ball on the ground, at least keep Nevada Union honest on the run. But they're going to have, if they want to get back in this ball game, they're going to have to pass. But you can't come out throwing on every play, or the secondary just keep dropping back. So you've got to show a run once in a while, pick up a few yards.
So here's Blazer to throw, and that is incomplete.
Had it, a little pass was thrown a little bit low, and the receiver probably should have caught that. That was
Jesse Kleiman.
Had it in his hands.
So a third down.
Well, Jim, the Tigers cannot go 3 and out right here because that'll just take all of the momentum away that they're trying to develop and put Nevada Union just really in the driver's seat.
Two wide receivers here near side.
Oh, big rush.
Blazer being chased and has to throw it away. So the Miners do a good job on this series to come out, and it will be interesting to see what the Tigers do. And it looks like they're bringing on the punting team.
Yeah, that's you cannot give Nevada Union good field position. I mean, deep in your own territory, so they're going to kick the ball away, and hopefully they'll be able to hold it.
And if there's a lot of incomplete passes here in the second half, Marty, it could take forever to finish this game.
Oh, they're going to fake it.
Well, and he finally gets it away at the last second. Ball goes inside the 10, or at least it looked like it was inside the 10, and inside the 20, and it is at the 18-yard line.
Well, he thought about taking that around the right side and going for the first down, but then when Nevada Union closed in on him, he did a run and kick it. And and it got a good Tiger roll, and it rolled down inside the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Nevada Union as they'll start this second series in this third quarter.
So here come the Miners again on first down. Handoff. Looked like Eric Niederberger.
Nice run, Tilly.
And so that'll bring up a second down. Short gain on the play. And Slade in again in the backfield with Jans. See if he goes in that direction, and instead he throws on over. And Slade is the lead blocker and gives him a good block. Miners with a good gain on the play, and a first down to Duncan Chappell.
That was a quick pass out to the sideline. Chappell was waited a little bit for his block, picked that up, and then picked up some good yardage for a first down. So the Miners once again continue to move, Jim.
And we're looking forward to presenting to you at the conclusion of tonight's contest the Bill Slade and Sons Player of the Game Award. I've kind of got in my mind, Marty, 2 at least preliminary nominees.
I probably know exactly who you're talking about, and I concur completely.
Here's Chappell again.
Ooh, late hit.
Chappell falls out of bounds. And another nice gain for Nevada Union. So that'll be a second down and about 6.
So Nevada Union shuffling in some new players.
There's Slade again, and a nice gain. Oh, excuse me. No, it's Brogan Jans has the ball on his own, and he'll run for a first down.
Faked out everybody, the cameraman, us included.
And that's the thing about this offense, is it can be a very very deceptive offense. There's a good shot of Chris Beer Temple with Brogan Jans. And Jason Ebert.
Dan Agnes comes into the ball game for the Miners.
So another first down. Handoff, second man through. And it looked like
that was Angus. 32.
And it is Dan Agnes. So second down. Really not much of a gain on the play.
One of the things about Nevada Union's offense is they got a lot of depth. And they'll probably give their starting players a chance to relax and take it easy and see what the reserve second team can do.
Here comes Jans our way. Throws deep downfield, but and it is complete.
Oh, my goodness. Nice catch, Hebert.
So Hebert again. And that takes the ball deep downfield to the 16-yard line, where it will be first and 10. So some substitutions for Dave Humphers. Miners continue to move the ball. Their second drive of the third quarter of the second half.
Hebert, 6'4", 175, wide receiver. Good pair of hands.
And Jans is going to take a timeout. Didn't like what he saw, and I think he's talking to the left side offensively. Someone missed an assignment or at least a positioning of where they should have been on the snap.
Well, when you're shuffling in some new players that haven't been in the game, kind of get a little bit out of position, and Brogan Jans saw that and decided the best thing to do was call the timeout. And so now Dave Humphers comes out, talks to his team, and you can see the size of Jason Hebert. I mean, 6'4", he towers over several other players, including the coach.
Well, and for Nevada Union here on the squad, a good number of juniors as well as seniors. So, although Hebert is a senior, a lot of juniors playing a good role tonight.
So Coach Humphers comes off the field, and the Miners are back in action.
Man in motion. Jantz is back. Looking over the middle. Throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Dan Pettinato dropped the ball.
He had it for a minute, and it just squirted out of his hands. You won't see that happen very often.
No.
I think he was blocked out a little bit by one of the defenders who came in late, and it just may have taken his eye off. We'll take a look at the replay and see what happened. Here's the pass. You can see the defender two of them came in there, and well, he had it for a second, and then just lost it.
So second down. Gives it to the second man through, Josh Senna.
Yeah, Senna went over left guard, and the hole was there, and then it closed up very quickly, and he only picked up a couple, but they're deep into Tiger territory down at looks like the 12-yard line.
We're in the third quarter of this contest. Again, our apologies. We do not have a good view of the clock, so we can't see exactly how much time is left. But again, back to pass, and he's going to throw deep for the end zone, and that ball could have been easily intercepted.
I don't know why he tried to knock that down. That was 32, Devin Peppers, and
Peppers should have taken that ball in.
Exactly. I don't know what he was thinking about. Go up there and intercept it.
And not one of Jantz's best passes of the evening.
That kind of floated in there. The pass was late getting there, and that gave the defender a chance to come in and knock that ball down. But if you catch the ball goes out to the 20-yard line. It's your ball, and now they're going to have to watch an attempt for a field goal.
So Maloney in, attempting his first field goal of the season. Spotted, kicked.
Looks good.
It's good. So Maloney nails it from 30 yards. And the Miners on this drive put another 3 up on the board. And they're starting off in the second half much the same as they were in the first. There you see it, a 20-point halftime lead has bulged to a 30-point. And you see 4 minutes, there you get a good view of it, 4 minutes and 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. And the Miners lead by 30 now, Marty, 44-14.
Yeah, they have just come out here in this third quarter and just dominating this ball game. And I think that the Tigers really have to put together a...
And there you see it, the Bill Slade Trucking Player of the Game, produced by Award Innovations. Looking forward to naming a Miner immediately after the game. I think I'm kind of getting to one main person in my mind, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
And his last name is very similar to the sponsor.
Yeah, I wonder how that's going to turn out.
Well, let's see how it does play out here. And here's the return from the goal line, up the middle.
Good hit.
Hard hit on the play by Nevada Union. In fact, a good special teams play by Juan Espinoza.
Came down the middle of that field, shook off a couple of blocks, and then hit that runner, the ball carrier, head on and stopped him for just little or no forward progress, and the ball will be spotted at the 23-yard line.
So 1st and 10. You'd think that Blazer would be going with his passing game right now, and that's over the middle. Nobody there, incomplete.
Yeah, the ball was thrown low, and there was, like you said, Jim, nobody was in the vicinity.
4 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
I think the Miners now will probably start rushing the passer with with a bigger rush than they have used so far in this game, because that's the only way that the Tigers can get back in this ball game.
4-man front, 5-man rush.
They covered that run.
And a carry on the play by Vladi Kachenko. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
This happened to them on their first series. They went 3 and out, and there's a good possibility that could happen here. And Nevada Union could get the ball back in good field position.
2 backs in shotgun. Man in motion is Hack.
Big rush.
Goes right, big rush.
Oh.
And down he goes. So
Tyler
Prince with the sack. And that will bring up a 4th down for the Tigers, and again another punting situation.
That's the 3rd time that. Oh, here we'll take a look at that replay, Jim. But watch this now. Good penetration by Prince, and he gets by the lineman, and then he just goes in and.
Well, it looks like he got a face mask.
Well, I don't know. He reached up there, but it's hard to tell. Yeah, he did. It was right there. Well, bad snap. Almost.
But gets it away. Good job. And the Miners fumble it, but picks it back up again.
Yeah, they're in good field position on the Tigers' 48-yard line.
Beer Temple with another kick return there. Not at all his best of the evening. But Chris has had a very good contest against the Tigers.
Well, one of the things, too, is that the Nevada Union has stepped up on 3 occasions tonight. Throw on a 3rd and long have stopped the Tigers.
So 1st and 10, a pitch. Slade, big gain again.
Oh, my goodness.
Takes it down inside the 30. And Jason Slade is not to be denied tonight.
Boy, he is runner possessed out there tonight, as he is really taken over this game. There was a flag on the play, unfortunately, that'll nullify that run. But holding
against the Miners, so it's going to be a 1st down and about 12.
I would think now that the Miners will just be keeping that ball on the ground, trying to run off as much time off the clock as they can. And you probably won't see a pass in the near future, I don't think.
So a 1st and 11 or 12 for the Miners. We'll see what Jantz does in this situation.
Oh, high snap.
And that goes right back to Slade. So Slade's got the ball. Can he make something of this? Dukes a couple of players, still driving. And he picks up a few yards on the play.
Looks like he got back to
he picks up about 3.
Got back to the almost original line of scrimmage on that, and he did that all on his own, Jim. That was a high snap.
Slade's hard to take down. We saw him last week in the Rockland game where he went head-to-head with one of the defenders, and he plowed right through the player, walked right over him. So Slade, again, takes the direct snap, hands off, right side. On the carry is Jake Tilley.
On that handoff by Slade, did you see that? Well, the face mask ran into each other, and Slade's going, "Oh man, I got to check my teeth here," because they butted heads.
Here comes Jantz back in on a 3rd and 7. And he goes back to pass, throws long, complete. And Dan Pettinato with an excellent reception for Nevada Union, and they rack up another first down.
Comes up limping as he heads back to the huddle.
Duncan Chappell there, number 9. You see Dan Pettinano, number 10. Jason Slade, 21. Dan Agnes, 32. And let's take another look at that one, Marty.
Had plenty of time to pass. I didn't think they were going to throw anymore, but a third long yardage, and look at that, wide open. He just outmaneuvered the safety, be able to catch that pass on the sideline, and that was the last play of the third period. As once again the Miners are on the move, Jim.
And look at the balanced scoring: 14 first quarter points, 20 second quarter points, 10 third quarter points, and aside from the second quarter, the Rockland Tigers have been shut out. So Nevada Union with 44 points and knocking again at the door, looking to push it over the half-century mark for this contest tonight. And let's take another look at Dan Pettinado.
Right now, he fakes the handoff and rolls out. He'll pick up a good block there by Agnes, and then he just unloads it 30 yards in the air, and Pettinado wide open and brought down by the safety for a big gainer down to about the 11 or 12 yard line. Now watch, he comes up with a little bit of a limp, favoring his left leg.
And we may have seen our last. We'll see how they line up here. But, will Dave Humphers use Dan Pettinado anymore tonight? And here's Slade again. Man in motion, but there's movement. And perhaps maybe we've seen the last of Brogan Jantz. I don't know.
There was a 5-yard penalty against the Miners to start this fourth quarter.
Look on the sidelines. I do not see Brogan Jantz, but we have not seen Jason Slade throw the ball yet.
I don't think you'll see him throw. You'll see him hand it off now, or take it himself. He does. Cuts up.
Finds a hole. Slade gets the 5 yards back and then some.
And he's just doing it all, isn't he?
Oh, and an injury by one of the Tigers. Looks like he has a cramp there on that left leg. A hot evening like it is tonight, that's going to take a lot of fluids out of you. And you know what they say, Marty? If you are not, if you're not hydrated before the game, you're in bad shape.
Mm-hmm. And you got to be drinking a lot of water on that sideline because a warm evening, and that nothing worse than a bad cramp, because that hurts. I'm cramping up here.
Well,
myself.
Marty, we've been through a lot together, and better than kidney stones.
Oh, man, don't even talk about that.
We had our kidney stone season where Marty had a kidney stone problem, and oh my gosh. Brock Krause now, handoff left side. Good gain again by Nevada Union.
See, who was that? That was Dan
Agnes on the carry. So senior Dan Agnes, 5'10", 160 pounds. You see Jake Tilley in the game now, number 18. Brock Krause is in along with Jason Slade. It looks like Brock is going to run the offense. And the Miners at the 7-yard line. So knocking on the door again. Let's see what they can do. Krause is right there. But it comes to Slade. Slade running it up the middle. Banging towards the end zone.
Did he make it in, or he fumbled into the end zone, but I think he was down about the 1 foot line.
So the Miners, the ball is at about the 1 foot line. And they're calling timeout. They're going to have to unravel this play too. Touchdown, Miners.
Touchdown. Did they give that to Slade, or did they give it to the offensive player that recovered the ball?
We'll have to unravel that one a little bit later and see what they see what they say, but the Miners have scored again. And if Slade did not get the touchdown, he minimally played a major role in it. If he did, I believe that is 5 on the night for Jason Slade.
Also, Slade did fumble it forward. And
so
Reese,
it was a fumble, and Lawrence Reese picks it up. So Reese with the touchdown for Nevada Union. Maloney trying to put the icing on the cake, and he does. So Nevada Union continues on 51-14, and at this point they're pretty much manhandling the Tigers. So on homecoming night, Marty, the Miners really are ruining the party.
They certainly have done that so far as the Tigers.
Tigers have had a bit of a problem tonight. We'd like to remind you that the special edition of Nevada Union Football is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers Enterprises and HB Reynolds, their goals are simple: provide quality rock and sand products, ready-mix concrete, construction services, and rental equipment to their customers in a courteous, timely, and professional manner, while providing safe, productive, stable jobs for their employees, thereby ensuring Hanson Brothers Enterprises will continue as a contributor to our community. Hanson Brothers Enterprises, part of the fabric of Nevada County.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Are you in the State Farm zone? At Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance, you'll never have to worry about it because Mike and his team know how to take care of you and your family's insurance needs. They do their best to exceed your expectations of what an insurance company can do for you because they are also your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
And so here we go. Maloney kicking it high and deep, but this one is in the end zone, so it will be a touchback. And Tyler Renville does not have a chance to bring it out. You know, Renville was a name that we expected to hear a lot more from tonight, but Tyler Renville has been an individual who we've spoken about pretty sparingly.
Well, you can't run back a kickoff when you catch the ball in the end zone in high school, and that keeps his name off the running scoreboard.
So handoff, first play. Miners have done a great job all season on the run defense, and they gang tackle down Tyler Renville, who did carry that ball. So that'll bring up a second down, keeps the clock running.
Michael Page comes into the ball game for Nevada Union as they shuffle in players. With the game just about out of reach, I believe, at this point in time here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think that Humphreys is going to have a lot of different players in. Here's a deep pass, and that ball is incomplete, and that was very well defended on the play by Brock Krause.
Yeah, Krause did a good job in the secondary covering that.
Stride for stride with Bo Smith.
Yeah, Smith has had a great night tonight. He's had one touchdown called back, and he's made a couple of great catches. Picked up a lot of yardage, but Krause step for step with him as they went down the sideline.
So a third down play for the Tigers. Blazer back, big rush, and that's incomplete. Looked like it was almost tipped on the play by Lawrence Reese. So Reese, who just got the touchdown, looked like he got a hand on that, and it's going to be fourth down and long, and the Tigers are going to have to punt again from deep in their own territory.
They must have listened, the coaching staff of Nevada Union must have listened to my suggestion at halftime. Coming out, they're going to force them to pass, trailing by 20 points at the half, and now the Miners have put a big rush on in this their three series that the Tigers have put together in this second half. There's
the punt. high and a little bit deep, but it will die at the 44, and there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to be against the Miners. I think it's going to be against Justin Fike.
I must have missed that one. The Miners, if it goes against the Miners, then they have lost out on a good opportunity at the 44-yard line of the Tigers.
And a fairly emphatic signal by one of the officials as he heads over to the referee to sort it out.
Little confusion out on the center of the field. Flag is picked up. Let's see what they call. Well, it's
the foul is against Nevada Union,
but I didn't see what the signal was. It was after the punt, so I don't know where they're going to mark it off from. Well, then they make them kick it again.
Well, maybe it wasn't after the punt.
I thought it was, but because the flag was thrown way up at the 50-yard line.
And so the officials trying to figure this one out. But if this is against Nevada Union and they're bringing it back to this point, then that foul should be a first down for the Roseville Tigers, and it looks like that, and it's a big penalty.
15-yarder.
So they give the Tigers new life on that one. So that's got to be a first down for Roseville, Marty.
It is. But I was just trying to figure out what happened if the flag was thrown on the 50-yard line. Well,
how that could be a pre-possession
penalty.
A possession penalty. Well, let's just say Roseville is back on offense. Miners almost jump off sides, but another first down. Blazier back and throws it incomplete.
That was intended for Daughtry, but he turned one way and the quarterback threw it the other way, so they a little miscommunication. Second down, but they dodged a big turnaround right there.
Yep.
Because Nevada Union would have had the ball on the Tigers' 42-yard line, and they were in good position to go in for another score.
Second down, back over the middle, deep pass, incomplete.
Had his man open,
and it appears as though Matt Hack. Hack has had a tough night tonight.
But he's still. I think the way he's holding his side, he's still suffering from that hit that was put on him in that second quarter.
So this is the third down and 10. And let's see what Blazer does in this situation. So here we go. Rolls right, a little bit of a pass rush, nice completion. A little bit of a fumble at the end of the play, but Ryan Longanati and close to a first down, but that'll be fourth.
That should bring up fourth down with just about a yard to go. Let's see if Nevada Union can hold them here.
And you have to think that Roseville is going to go for it. And they do. Here they come up on the line of scrimmage. Handoff. There is the first down and more.
Yeah, big hole.
And the only thing that does for Roseville is it keeps the clock running.
Takes it down to the Nevada Union 46-yard line where they'll have a first down.
So 1st and 10 here as we move towards as the clock is running and move towards the waning minutes of this contest. Nevada Union with 51 points tonight. Blazer back to pass. A lot of time to throw and hits his receiver complete. Good gain on the play. Breaks through a couple of people, and Matt Hack is greeted by Brock Krause.
Hack is going to have a tough Saturday.
He's going to need a lot of ice, isn't he?
Yeah, no kidding. He's really holding that side. I mean, you got to give him a gutty performance.
Absolutely.
He was hurt in that second quarter, and he's out here still playing. He's really in a lot of pain. Got to give him credit.
Handoff. Miners try to strip the ball away as that carrying the ball is Vladdy Kachenko.
He's a strong running back. He's picked up some big yardage tonight. He's a very tall kid and heavy, and so he's run over quite a few of the Miners tonight, and good strong running back.
And there's a fumble. Picks it up, being pursued, but throws and has his man. Touchdown Tigers.
Boy, that was
a Smith.
A lot of bobbling going on there. Bo Smith again.
Marty, the second time that tonight that Blazer has taken a broken play and converted it into a touchdown. Now, the first time it didn't count because of a penalty.
Right.
But there was another one where his scrambling abilities really served the team well.
Yeah, he had his receiver wide open, hit him in the hands, he bobbled it, and then was able to regroup and took it into the end zone, untouched.
Snapped, spotted, kicked, no good.
Bad snap, though. It was low and didn't get it placed down. He had to kind of do a little stutter step before he kicked it, and it missed going through the uprights. And that was a good drive that was kept alive by that penalty. That I'd have to go back and review that one.
There's one where Roseville had turned the ball over, but instead converted it into a touchdown. You see it there, 51-20. And let's take a look at this play again.
Watch this. The ball's on the ground, and then he rolls out. He had a big rush. And then he continues to roll, looking down the field, and he sees his receiver wide open, right in the seam. And look at he's bobbling it, and then picks it up and it goes in untouched. That was Bo Smith, and he's got a great set of hands and was able to maintain control of that ball into the end zone.
So that narrows the Miners' lead to 51-20.
Narrows it?
Narrows it slightly by 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do an onside kick here. Or maybe a squibber.
And it is a little bit of a pooch kick, which doesn't go out of bounds. And I think that Roseville came up with the ball.
They did. My goodness, what happened? Somebody fell asleep there. Looking at, I'd have to see that one again, but they just let it go like a free kick.
Well, I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds, and obviously that's not what happened.
So now the Tigers in great field position.
And so a mental error. Miners have to shuttle in the defense very slow in doing so.
And there was offside going to be called. Miner coming into the game. I didn't see that one. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Now watch this, Jim. And now you can't. You got to fall on that ball. He just let it go. punt. Yeah.
And now they know they have trouble.
Yeah. Who was it? That was
Duncan Chappell. Duncan Chappell was probably the guy who should have taken it. But here we go. First down, 1st and 5. Pitch keeps him in bounds so that the clock continues to run. And that'll bring up a 2nd down.
good field.
Al,
There's
or
a
is
flag
there a
on the
penalty?
play. Looks like a flag on the play.
I think it might be against the Miners.
Yeah, that's what that's according to the Tiger team that they said, oh, wait a minute here. That'll place the ball down on about the 7-yard line.
So an error by the Miners on a Tiger kickoff has allowed the Tigers to drive to the 7. Blazer under center. Man in motion. Being chased. Throws. Incomplete.
Good pass rush by the Miners. He had to throw that ball much earlier than the play was designed for, and falls incomplete.
He was definitely pressured on that first down play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Doesn't look like there's much urgency on the part of these Tigers on offense here. Oh, there's a fumble.
But he gets his fumble back as the ball flies forward, but Vladikachenko comes up with it. A gain of maybe a yard, and that'll bring up 3rd down and goal.
Clock continues to run, and that's their worst enemy right now. Quarterback Nick Blazer is getting a lot of running back and forth with the play.
Blazer's had a good night.
Yeah, he has.
I'm sure he'll go back for a pass here. He does. Throws over the middle and intercepted. So the Miners finally get the turnover. Justin Fike with the interception for Nevada Union. And the Miners will take over on the 20-yard line. So the first interception by Nevada Union tonight, the first one that Blazer gives up. Let's take a look at this in the back of the end zone, Marty.
Yeah, here's a rollout, and he kind of throws it off balance and just lobs it up there. And Fike came over and stepped in front of the receiver, Hack, and was able to bring that ball down for the interception. Big play right there. They'll bring the ball out to the 20-yard line, and the Miners will take over 1st and 10. Now a timeout's called.
By Nevada Union. I guess they want to figure this out. I think Brogan Jans, we've probably seen the last of him for tonight.
Yeah, I think for the rest of the quarter here, it'll be the main starters.
We'd like to remind you that the special edition of Nevada Union Minor Football is being underwritten by Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. Adecco is a world leader in employment services, offering temporary work, temp to hire, direct placement, and payrolling services. Senior staffing consultant Lisa Harkey or staffing consultant Autumn Payne are always there to answer questions, and branch manager Don Whitmore is happy to serve your employment needs at Adecco Employment Services of Grass Valley. Better work for a better life.
All-phase heating and air conditioning. Buying a cooling system is one of the most important decisions you'll make as a homeowner. All-phase heating and air conditioning is happy to install the Bryant heating and cooling systems. In fact, All-Phase is the only factory-authorized Bryant dealer in Nevada County and carries a complete line of Bryant Premier cooling systems. They're sure to have one to fit your needs. Real customer service and trained technicians are all at All-Phase in celebrating their 13th year of serving our community.
So second down there. There's one play where Jason Slade did not run loose. And that will bring up a second down and about 10. In fact, the ball is right there at the 20. Only thing that does is it keeps the clock going. And about the same result there. This time the carry is by Dan Agnes. And also back to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that play was a little slow in developing. And by the time Agnes got the handoff, it was too late, and the hole closed.
And the Tigers have called timeout. I think they're obviously looking for that 30-point play, Marty.
Let me see here. You get 6 points for a touchdown. You get 3 for a field goal, 1 for an extra point. Tell me again how you get 30 points in one play.
Well, why don't you tell me again why they'd be calling timeout right now?
I thought that was kind of obvious.
Trailing by, I guess, okay, trailing by 30 late in the fourth quarter. Let's look forward to next week's doubleheader, a couple of great games. We're going to be at Hooper Stadium for Natomas coming to visit against the Miners. That will air on October 3rd. And then, Marty, you'll be gone next week for your class reunion, but Colfax at Bear River. So here is the third down. Agnes is going to be stopped well short of the first down. May have fumbled the ball on the play. Nevada Union signaling that they still have it, and they do. It's fourth down. Agnes gets it back, it looks like, on the fumble. Or no, Brock Krause comes up with it. Right. Excuse me.
So now that'll force Nevada Union into a punting situation. Tigers should get good field position.
And there is the punt. Fumbled. Picked up. And that will be a first down for the Tigers, even though a little bit of a strange play there. Coming up with the ball is Michael Page, a junior linebacker, 5'8", 165 pounds.
As they ruled that the player was down, so it'll be first and 10 on their own 40-yard line.
Miners shuttling in a lot of defensive players. And a little bit of confusion. I think they have too many men on the field. They do. So one gets off. I don't know whether he did in time, but Blazer's going to throw over the middle. And he has a completion. Nice reception. Matt Hack.
Good for a first down.
I guess if we were naming a Tiger player of the game, we'd have to decide whether it was Blazer or Hack, huh, Marty?
Yeah. Hack's played a great game tonight. Blazer has completed a lot of passes for big yardage.
Deep over the middle, and that's a completion. Takes the ball inside the 15. Bo Smith with the reception.
Blazer's got a strong arm, Jim, as he just rifles that ball down with great accuracy.
So another first down for the Tigers. Up the middle, big gain.
Down to about the 6-yard line of Nevada Union.
Almost makes it into the secondary as Tyler Renville has that carry for Roseville. And another carry.
Down to about the 3-yard line.
Again, Renville with the ball. So,
let's see if they can punch it in here.
Knocking on the door. Frazier is going to throw and has a man wide open in the end zone for a touchdown, and that's Renville's drive. Tyler Renville with the reception. And the band plays on.
So an interception, one touchdown called back, some breaks in went against the Tigers, and it could this could be a whole different ball game.
It could. But it is what it is, and they line up for the extra point. Miners look like they're offside. The kick is up. The kick is good.
Well, it looks like they didn't call it. I mean, he was definitely offside. He went into the neutral zone before the kick, but at this point in time, I think the referees are saying that I think the summary.
Let's get a wrap on this and go on home.
Yeah.
And there you see the line score. Roseville with 14 second quarter points and 13 fourth quarter points. Shut out in the first and third, but nearly identical tallies in the second and the fourth. Let's take a look, Marty, at that touchdown.
All right, they faked the handoff to the. Well, he didn't. No, this is a pass play all the way, and then rolling out, and there's Renville wide open, nobody on him, and he completes the touchdown for 6 points. That brings them a little bit closer, but you're right. I think now they're going to have to do an onside kick and then look for a 30-point play, and then they'll be back in this ballgame.
Well, the last kickoff surely worked. I'm not sure I'd call it an onside kick, but
no, it wasn't.
They got the recovery and capitalized on it, and so here are the Miners lined up. Looks like the ball is going to go to the far side of the field. At least that's what the Miners are thinking.
And they've got a stacked deck over there on the left side.
Definitely the hands unit in. And there it is. That's that nice bounce.
Oh, look at this.
And who has that ball? Miners returning it. What a zany game.
It certainly has been.
And out of the pile comes Tyler Prince.
That was a prince of a play, if I can say so myself.
Okay, and so Miners have the ball. We are late in the fourth quarter.
That was kind of bizarre. What happened was, Jim, that the Tigers were waiting for that ball to go 50 yards. In the meantime, Prince comes up and picks it up.
And that's the game. So the Miners win tonight in a big way here in Roseville. And our 51-27, our touchdown productions, our Bill Slade and Sons player of the game. Not difficult this week.
No.
Jason Slade with a all-career night, 5 touchdowns, just incredible performance. So our hats are off to Jason Slade, player of the game. We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Nevada Union Football has been brought to you by Touchdown Productions Sports Network. We'll be back in a moment.
Island Smoothie is now open outside the Holiday Inn Express in Grass Valley. Their daily lunch specials are just part of their complete menu, including tacos, hot dogs, grilled sandwiches, salads, and wraps. Island Smoothie is so much more than fruit drinks, and the dessert menu offers treats for everyone. Island Smoothie, a tropical oasis right here on Bank Street in Grass Valley. Personal trainer Michael Strong has a new way for you to be healthy. It's GetFitRight.net, the personal trainer that comes to you. Speed, strength, agility, and stamina can all be increased with regular workouts, and Michael Strong tailors each one to you. So be healthy with the help of Michael Strong and
GetFitRight.net. Woo!
in Grass Valley. Your car or truck is an extension of your personality. Chuck Cavros knows this, so Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with in-store displays featuring thousands of products from WeatherGuard, DZ, bracket truck racks, along with a large selection of aftermarket performance products, all from the top manufacturers. So give your car or truck the attitude it deserves at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Purchasing a used car is better for the environment than buying a new one. That's right, the energy it takes to create a new automobile versus one already built is substantial. So when you choose a used vehicle from Keith Kerwin and Todd Slover, you're helping the environment by consuming less energy. At Pioneer Motors, every car is handpicked, Carfax checked, inspected, and detailed. Pioneer Motors, 1611 Main Street in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley.
Well, welcome back here at Tiger Stadium as the Hanson Field, and our Bill Slade and Sons player of the game goes to number 21, Jason Slade, and this award is produced and generated by Award Innovations. So Justin Slade is our player of the game. Hi, this presentation of the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
The Painter family has been taking care of feeding Nevada County families since 1959, and in October will celebrate 50 years of service to you. At both locations of SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, a complete deli section, produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Bob and Kurt Pinkham have been serving your carpet needs in Grass Valley since 1977. That's over 50 years of experience. Their new 3,500 square foot showroom is stuffed with the latest designs in carpet, vinyl, hardwood, and ceramic tile flooring products from all the top manufacturers, with many products in stock in their huge 3,500 square foot warehouse. It's Bob's Discount Carpet in Grass Valley. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum welcome you to their Grass Valley location. Using Optimap technology, Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum offer complete eye examinations and can treat any eye condition. They then fill your prescription and grind your lenses in-house, offering a wide selection of frames and contacts. Chan, Moon, and Kirschbaum, protecting your most precious gift of sight. 360 Sierra College Drive, Grass Valley. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make your business and home become more efficient. They carry thousands of products, from printering to pencils. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the net at walkersgv.com, and they'll deliver it usually in just one day. Walker's Office Supplies, 535 Main Street in Grass Valley.
Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network. All right, don't forget, next week we've got two big games coming up for you. Bear River and Nevada Union will be in action on the opening night of the 2009 Football League season, and we'll look forward to seeing you. This is Marty Mortensen for Jim Adams and Gil Dominguez and the rest of the Touchdown Production Sports team. We'll see you next week on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.